Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am from Group 5. We'll be presenting about the Foundry Task 2 workshop. So, basically, just will be touch about the sandcasting process. Let's move on to the next slide. What is sandcasting? Basically, sandcasting, also known as sand molded casting, is a metal casting process characterized by using sand as the mold material. So, sandcasting, we're using the mold to create or to have a shape of something or any object that will be used in the foundry. And also stated here that over 60% of all metal castings are produced via sand casting process. And then let's move on to the apparatus for the sand casting processes. So we do know that there's a lot actually other material or apparatus that use in the sand casting process, but for this process we tend to use mallet, strike of bar, screw pin, casting sand, silica sand basically, because silica sand tend to have a good low cost and also just perfectly fine for the aluminium, especially for this project. And then we do have casting mold that we'll create by ourselves using sand casting, using this silica sand. Sorry. So let's move on to the procedure. I want to move on to the diagram one, which is the diagram for the sand casting. For this part, I'll be explaining about the first procedure and the second procedure. If you can see from the previous slide, we are placing the sand on it, and we create a flat-sided half pattern, and then we create another flat-sided split pattern so that it can have completely molded into an object that we want. Using screw pin, we have here as the to create a hole for the foundry or molten metal to flow through it, and that is for me for this part.
Assalamualaikum. I'm from group number 5, section 5. We will continue to explain about the procedure for sand casting. Okay, right now, after number 2, after we insert the screw pin, we fill up the top side of this with sand, and then it will be like this. Then after that, we will remove the mold pattern, the screw pin, and also the flat-sided half pattern, so it will be hole here in the middle and both screw pin. Next is vents hole is created. Vents hole is mainly used to expose the gases from the green sand and also facilitate to transfer the heat from the mold cavity, so the process will easier. Then the process continue by pouring up the molten metal into the mold cavity. Then after that, we just have to wait for the metal to cool. Then the result will be like the shape in the middle of the mold cavity, like a head pipe, as we want it to be. That's all for me. Thank you.